Hello and welcome! Last session, we focused on problem solving using the ABC technique. This session, we will show you how you can stick to a healthy nutritional plan when eating out. This will help you work towards the two goals of this program, which are to lose 5% of your starting weight and exercise for at least 150 minutes per week. Before we start, have you been keeping track of your weight, nutrition, and exercise? Did you exercise for a minimum of 120 minutes over the past week? Did you identify and remove problem cues using the ABC method? If you had trouble, don't let it get you down, as long as you are following the program more often than not. Eating out is an essential part of Singaporean life. Most people eat out almost every day, some several times a day. Therefore, you must learn some tricks to ensure that you can enjoy eating out without gaining weight. It is hard to stick to a healthy nutritional plan when we eat out because we don't know what nutrients and how many calories are in restaurant or hawker foods, or how they were cooked. We may also order more food than we need, or we may receive a bigger portion than we should eat. Or in social situations, we may be pressured to eat more or to clean our plates. All of these are challenges when we are trying to stick to a healthy nutritional plan, so let's figure out how to overcome them. Your goal is to feel full with a low-calorie intake, so remember 3 of the tips we have covered. Choose foods that are low in calorie density, such as fruits and vegetables. Don't consume too many fats and processed carbohydrates. Eat lean chicken or fish instead of red meat. Replace processed foods with vegetables and whole grains. And control the size of the portions you eat. Beware of sugar and calories in drinks. Choose water, low-calorie, artificially sweetened drinks, or tea and coffee with little or no sugar. Control portion size. Even if you don't know the nutritional value of what you're consuming, how much and what you order are totally within your control. Make sure that you don't skip meals. Skipping meals can lead to excessive hunger, which can lead to excessive eating. To avoid this, keep your hunger under control by eating meals at regular intervals and having a healthy snack before you eat out. Fruits such as apples and pears are good choices. When you order, only order 1 portion of food and finish it before deciding on whether to get more food. If you know portion sizes are large, pack half the food so that you don't have to finish everything. Likewise, if there are leftovers, have the food packed to take home. Another way to avoid ordering too much is to plan what you want to order. If you go to the same place often, identify the healthy dishes and order them. Ask for whole grain options like brown rice, less oil without lard and ghee, and more vegetables. Remember to eat a balanced diet, like my Healthy Plate recommends. While you're eating or drinking, be mindful of what you're consuming and how full you feel. Don't rush to finish your food. Once you have finished, wait a few minutes before eating more. This lets your stomach tell your brain how full you are. Drink some water in the meantime. You may realize that you aren't really that hungry anymore. Remember that you are in control. Once you're nearly full, ask the waitstaff to remove any remaining food. Remind yourself to order less food the next time so you can minimize the amount of leftovers. Thinking ahead and sticking to your plan are the best ways to reduce food waste. If you want to order dessert, wait until you have finished your main course. By the time you are done, you may not even want dessert. If you are having dessert, limit yourself and have it once a week as a treat for eating well the rest of the week. Or have a healthy snack by eating fruits or a sorbet. Now that you know a few general strategies to remember when eating out, Let's look at foods to be careful of when eating out, as well as some healthy substitutes. Let's start with a restaurant. For appetizers and side dishes, instead of having deep-fried items like tempura vegetables, fried ikan bilis or peanuts, ask for seasoned seaweed, stir-fried vegetables, steamed tofu, or egg dishes such as chawanmushi. You should also choose baked potatoes, steamed corn, and steamed or boiled vegetables instead of potato wedges, French fries, onion rings, and nuggets. If you want to eat a salad, limit the amount of dressing you add. Choose low-fat alternatives, but don't add too much. When you're ordering the salad, ask the waiter to serve them separately so you can control how much of them you consume. For soup, order one with a clear broth, such as miso seaweed soup, minestrone soup, chicken potato carrot soup, fish soup, tom yum soup, beef ball soup with bean sprouts, or kimchi soup. Avoid creamed and pureed soup like clam chowder, cream of mushroom soup, and chicken soup, all of which are high in caloric density. For main dishes, choose items which have been baked, grilled, steamed, stir-fried, boiled, or poached. Examples include steamed fish with soy sauce and sliced fish soup. Ask for sauces to be given separately. This will help you to lower your intake of fat and sugar from sauces. Try to avoid ordering fried items like fried beef lungs, crispy soft-shell crab, spicy fried Thai fish, chicken karaage rice, cereal prawns, fried prawn paste chicken wings, and sambal prawn. For meat, try to remove any visible fat such as skin. For desserts, try to select fruits or light desserts like yogurt or soy pudding instead of ice cream, brownies, or apple crumble. If you crave these things, have them as once-a-week treats or eat them in smaller portions by sharing them with people you're with. Now let's look at hawker stands, food courts, and coffee shops. Certain stands use calorie labeling on their menu boards, indicating meals that have less than 500 calories. When choosing items for Yong Tau Fu, avoid fried items like deep-fried beancurd skin, fried tau pok with fish paste, fried brinjal, and fried bean curd, as they will increase your caloric intake. Instead, choose items like fresh cuttlefish, lady's fingers, cabbage, tofu with fish paste, and seaweed, which are lower in caloric value. As much as possible, choose a clear broth instead of laksa or curry gravy. Also avoid the dry version with chili and sweet sauce, as these gravies and sauces are high in fat and sugar. Note that not all vegetarian dishes are healthy. Dishes like vegetables cooked in coconut milk, vegetarian fried bihun, and kway teow are relatively high in caloric density, especially when eaten with fried mock meats and bean curd sheets. At economical rice stalls, select 2 differently colored vegetables, such as carrots, tomatoes, red and yellow peppers, or dark green leafy vegetables like kailan or kangkong. Some vegetables may carry hidden fat, especially those that are cooked with a lot of oil, such as brinjals. Ask for brown rice if it's available. Do not add gravy, dark sauce, braised meat sauce, sambal, or curry. At chicken rice stalls, ask for plain rice and remove any chicken skin. Add a vegetable, such as kailan or bean sprouts. Once or twice a week, you can treat yourself to curry-based dishes such as laksa, lontong, or mee rebus. Eat the ingredients and leave the gravy. It is also okay to occasionally enjoy deep-fried dishes such as ayam penyet. However, if you are ordering a meal that you know to be unhealthy too often, replace some of the unhealthy items with healthy ones. For example, instead of ayam penyet, which is fried, order grilled chicken, and minimize your consumption of curry and sambal sauces. If you want to treat yourself to dried fishball or minced pork noodles, ask for less oil and sauce and be sure to add vegetables. Healthier snacks include raw papaya, honeydew melon, banana, dragon fruit, pineapple, orange, natural low-fat yogurt. Try to eat fruits raw rather than drink them as juices. They lose much of their fiber during juicing. In general, ask for smaller portions. Don't try to finish all the food on your plate, especially if you're full or the portions are large. Limit high-calorie meals to once a day for 2 days a week. The rest of your meals and snacks during the day should be low-calorie. Healthy choices that meet the portions recommendations in my healthy plate for whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. If you order a high-calorie food, share it with others. There are also alternatives you can have at fast food restaurants. Select grilled foods instead of deep-fried ones. Ask them to remove dressings like mayonnaise or tartar sauce. Request more vegetables in burgers or wraps. Choose salads or steamed corn instead of French fries. Order plain water or no-calorie diet or light drinks. Do not upsize the order. Here are some common foods that are high in calories, along with alternatives. Note the difference in calories and think about how many calories you can save by consuming the healthy alternative. For example, if you get a chicken McGrill without mayonnaise, you save 110 calories. If you substitute a Whopper Jr. without mayonnaise for a Whopper with cheese, you save 470 calories. If you substitute 1 cup of Diet Coke for a regular Coke, you save 160 calories. But remember that you really must minimize eating at fast food restaurants. As someone trying to lose weight in a country like Singapore, where food is plentiful and a popular topic of conversation, it can be difficult to tell friends and family that you don't want to eat certain foods. You don't need to avoid social gatherings as long as you know that you can control your environment and eat healthily. It may seem strange to think that you can eat healthily at a social gathering, but as we discussed last session, it can be done as long as you plan ahead. The first thing is to make sure that you don't go to the gathering feeling hungry. When you are hungry, it is easier to give in to your cravings and overeat. So before going, eat something with lean protein or fiber so that you are slightly full. If you eat to please others, you must learn to politely but firmly say no. At first, say no without any explanation. If pressed, you can thank the person and let them know that you are on a special nutritional plan or are trying to lose a few kilos for health reasons. Tell loved ones what you are going through and ask them to support you because you need their understanding and help. Aside from saying no, you also control several factors at home. It may be hardest to deal with a spouse that isn't supportive. They may be upset with your lifestyle change because they think you may become more confident or get more attention from others. To counteract this, reassure them and ask for support. Tell them that you need their support if you want to succeed in your lifestyle change, and ask to keep snacks out of your house. Ask them to eat snacks when you're not present rather than in front of you. If you have a spouse that loves to cook, you can let them know healthier ways to cook and healthier dishes they can prepare. If you socialize in bars and clubs, you need to think about what to eat and drink there. Remember that alcoholic drinks are high in caloric density and can impair your judgment. So a few unplanned drinks can wreak havoc with your daily calorie allowance. One trick is to only drink 1 or 2 light beers, followed by a club soda with lime, which looks like a cocktail. You can also alternate alcoholic drinks and club sodas. This will help you regulate how much alcohol you drink. Beware of foods that go along with drinking, because those can be high in calories too. If you eat a lot of snacks while out, consider that to be dinner and don't have another meal afterwards. If you know that you are going somewhere where you really enjoy the food, have a light lunch or exercise more vigorously so that you can afford to eat more calories at that meal. Keep the following tips in mind when dealing with meal companions. If someone orders dessert, you can avoid ordering some by explaining that you are full or that you will have some later. If someone orders dessert that may be hard to resist, eat smaller portions of high-calorie items during your meal, giving you an allowance for a small portion of dessert. In order to be assertive without being aggressive, practice being assertive in other situations or by looking into a mirror. You may feel silly, but doing so will help you be assertive. Even if saying no becomes easy, you may affect some relationships permanently. But in order to improve your health for yourself and your family, you must be assertive. Your health is your top priority, and ultimately, you are the one in control of your behavior. Here are some quick tips to keep in mind when you eat out. Be flexible, but stick to your meal and exercise plan. Think ahead about how you want to distribute your calories. If you're going to have a heavy dinner, have a light lunch. If you're going to eat a lot, exercise more than usual before and after the meal. Do not skip meals. This leads to bad decisions. Following the recommendations on low-calorie dishes. Minimize consumption of popular appetizers, which aren't very healthy and may have hidden calories. Choose appetizers with vegetables, fruit, or fish, which are cooked in a healthy manner. Eat slowly. As soon as you start to feel full, ask for the remainder as takeaway. Remember that fruits and vegetables should comprise half your plate or bowl. Skip dessert, or if you can't resist it, share it with a companion or have fresh fruit. If eating out is too tempting, find recipes for quick, healthy, easy-to-fix meals that you can prepare at home. Keep fruits and vegetables on hand to prepare nutrition-rich meals or as healthy snacks. Don't give up. This brings us to the end of this session. For the next session, be aware of what you're eating and drinking. Keep track of it. Use My Healthy Plate as a model. Exercise for at least 150 minutes over the next week and keep track of it. Think about which healthy dishes you want to order at some of your favorite eating places, or try a few new places that offer healthy food. Practice being assertive and saying no. Next session, we are going to look at what to do when you slip during your lifestyle change. Good luck with your tasks. Remember that they are within your control, so reassure yourself that you can complete them and be successful in this program.